Namaste. Hello everyone. Myself Dr. Monica. Today I'm going to be talking about another topic in Ayurveda. It's about fasting. Fasting, you say detoxification, cleansing procedure. Well, are they really the same? Sound similar, but there are some mild differences. Fasting is something that you can do for a short time, short interval, whereas detoxification, cleansing is mainly based on the long term duration, depending on your physical health conditions. If there are some illnesses, some conditions for which you would like to have this purification done, so that's the difference. What does Ayurveda say about it? As we know, Ayurveda is talking more about uniqueness, because every individual is different from every person. We are all unique in our own ways. So following this fasting regime or detoxification procedure also differs from person to person. As we know, we are mainly classified according to doshas like Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So people with their particular constitution, their body type, or depending on their imbalances of doshas, they can go for this detox plans or fasting programs. What is more about it? Fasting doesn't mean that you are being devoid with food or any of this food substances for a very long time in a complete way, but it is more about a planned routine that you should follow according to your bodily needs. There are 4 types of foods, as we know. Food that you can chew, that you can leak, that you can drink, and that you can swallow, gulping. So during the process of fasting, you have to limit these types of food. According to the body types, as we said, Vata people should be more, if they are trying to fast, they can take more of semi-liquid, semi-solid, but mainly warm food, but in a short intervals. It's not like complete devoid of meals. Whereas Pitta people, they should not be fasting completely without any solid eating substance, but they can have like light meals like fruits and salads they can eat in short intervals, and more of the liquids. Yes, these kind of things can be done. Whereas Kapha people, they can be more on liquid diets, or they can have like one meal in a day, something like this. So this is more about the basic. In Ayurveda also, we say fasting, it is called as Langhana therapy, which is also considered as a first line of treatment in many of the disease conditions, because as we know, most of the physical problems that we get is somehow linked with our digestive system. Yes, due to the low digestive metabolic fire, there can be various number of imbalances or diseases that can incorporate in your body, and it can lead to many symptoms or problems, just like irritable bowel conditions, constipations, skin disorders. There are so many things. Also symptoms like headache and low energy, lethargicness. So this can be all caused because of metabolic issues. In Ayurveda, there is also a concept of ama. Ama, as you know, it's nothing but the toxins that gets formed due to indigested or uncooked food if you're eating, or overcooked food if you eat, or food that is being contaminated by different sources. It can be due to the seasonal variation or the mode how it has been preserved or processed, or any way how the food that comes to you, if it is not correctly done, it can lead to formation of this ama or toxins in the body. Ama, you can say something like sticky substance or something which is very mucousy, some like a poisonous toxins that forms in the body, and something which is very smelly. Like when you have lot of ama or this toxins in the body, you have symptoms like feeling of low energy, lethargicness, drowsiness, lack of focus, attentions, feeling of heaviness, you feel bloated in the abdomen, lack of appetite, and also mostly you feel sick, you feel feverish, you feel bodily temperatures is not normal. So these are the symptoms of intoxicant in the body. So how to get rid of this ama? Well, in Ayurveda there are different methods that has been mentioned. We will talk about it one by one, and depending on the condition, well, if there is just little bit of ama, like if you just, for example, if you had some kind of food like yesterday or day before yesterday, and that makes you feel heavy or headache or bloated, uneasy, uncomfortable in any way, so you can go for the mild detoxification, like you can just withdraw eating for the next day, or you can just keep yourself on a liquid diet for another 1 or 2 days. In case if you feel this heaviness, lethargicness, or any kind of this discomforts for a very long time, which can be for few days or few weeks or few months, then you have to go for some much more planned procedures like detoxification procedures, or of course you have to get in touch to Ayurveda consultants like us in order to get a planned routine, what to eat and what not to eat, and what to do, what not to do. So that is in a moderate state of ama or toxins when it's formed. Whereas if the problems are much more complicated, which cannot be just treated by these lifestyle modifications, you need some better understanding about your body, about your health condition. If you're suffering from some chronic disorders or diseases, again related with metabolic disorders or respiratory disorders, so you need to have a much brief understanding of this, because here you need to get a panchakarma therapies, which of course has to be very specific according to your requirements. So here also you need some kind of a advices by an Ayurvedic consultant or the expertise. Well, what is Ayurveda talking about? General fasting. As we know, we give importance to our regime, our daily routine, and as also you know, in my previous videos I have been talking about seasonal regime, so eating according or having a routine according to the season. Yes, so that is also very important in order to stabilize your biological clock. It is very well said that this time of the year, which is spring season, also known as Shishira Ritu, so this is the time when body is naturally in the mode of detoxification and cleansing. Because as we know, during the winter time or autumn time, we tend to eat a lot. We tend to eat a lot of heavy foods and a lot of kapha diet we have or lifestyle we have. So when by this season, in the springtime, the kapha that has been accumulated in the winter seasons, which makes your body feel heavy and much different from what it was naturally. So this kapha starts melting by itself due to the warmness of the environment by the sun. So this kapha cleanses by itself, and also if you combine with the proper diet and routine, it makes the things go much more smooth and much more effective. So this is the best season or the best time of the year when you can have fastings or detoxes planned according to your body type and your requirement. And also taking panchakarma in general for the balancing the doshas You can go for Virechana diets. Virechana Panchakarma is very good. Of course, for this you need to have the proper advice and routine planned by us. There are lots of things going around where we have this detox plans and everything given to you as per the routine. Well, it's definitely good, but it's very generalized. So to have a specific routine or specific regime according to your body type, according to your dosha imbalance and your condition, it's better to get a personalized check. So that is very important. You don't need to just go with what is like on the internet or some kind of these kind of things. Of course, there are certain things which can be followed in general, but more specific is the best way, I would suggest. Yeah. And there are also a lot of things going about intermittent fasting. Well, according to Ayurveda, intermittent fasting is not just eating in short intervals or eating like every 8 hours or 16 hours, whereas it is more about eating regime in its pattern of consumption. So it's a method that has to be planned in advance because everything in detail, it affects the health. And it's not just about losing weight, yeah, because there are a lot of programs that you just do vigorously to lose weight, but at the same time you also tend to lose the good healthy tissues or good fat of your body, which actually is like a building block of your body. So you have to be very much conscious about the things. Who are not eligible for doing fastings? So there are a list of people that I would suggest should not go for fasting are people who are having any kind of eating disorders or they are under certain medication. Of course, they have to have a proper expertise advice, only then you can do it. Followed by people who are suffering from low blood pressure, diabetes condition, especially type 1 diabetes that is insulin dependent. People who are like extreme athletes, persons, so you should not be going on a vigorous fastings. Pregnant women, child who are underweight or underage, children's are not good to go for fastings. And also people who are having any kind of medical conditions. So all these things has to be done more specific according to your requirement. But these are general people who are contraindicated for doing any kind of fastings. What are the good benefits that you feel if you are doing the right fasting? So the first thing that you feel is the feeling of blissfulness, feeling the state of equilibrium between your body, mind and emotion. There are a lot of people who do a lot of fasting, they starve and they start getting symptoms like headache, delusion, you feel fatigue, you feel low energy, low blood pressures, feverishness, you also lose your muscle strengths, joint pains. Also there are symptoms that you can feel confusion and even insomnia. So this can be because of doing the things in exaggeration. What are the good signs of having a right way of fasting? It makes you feel positive, uplifted. So there is a saying, prasanna atma indriya and mana. So there is a state of bliss between your mind, your consciousness. Physically you feel more alertful, your senses are in a right presence of state of like your vision is clear, your auditory hearing is clear, your taste buds are active, you're getting appetite in a right interval. So these are the signs of having proper fasting or detoxing procedures followed. So do remember about these basic things whenever you are doing fasting in general. Yeah, so this is something in general I wanted to tell you, like how we take care of our physical health, physical hygiene, like detoxification is not just about the bodily cleansing, but it is also about mental hygiene. So eating in a moderation amount according to the doshas, as I said, like Vata people should not be completely without meals. They should be having more warm meals, like they can be eating khichadis or some cooked veggies, but light amount, small portions. Pitta people should not be completely without any solid diet. They should be eating at least some fruits and salads and some kind of juices consumption. Whereas Kapha people, because of their heavy build and their strong strength, bodily energy, they can go for more of devoiding solid substances, being more on liquids and liquid diet or herbal teas. This is better. So this is general. Yeah, so of course you have to take care of your mental health also. So you have to have a right amount of sleep and doing breathing techniques, pranayama, meditation, yoga. It takes care of your mental hygiene. So this is all included in the procedure of Langhana. So you have to have the things in moderation. It's not, Ayurveda doesn't say that you have to be fasting without food for longer, because it affects your good digestive fire. Your Agni gets disturbed. So any kind of deliberation or exaggeration can be much more harmful. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to say. Yes. And do you have any questions specific? Then you can ask to me. And well, I also just want to keep the things more general. So people who are according to the season, who wants to have the detox, like as I said, you know, one day or just once in a week or something like that. So you can have like a khichdi diet or moong dal diet. That is very good. And drink more liquids. This is the season when you have to hydrate yourself. So more consumption of liquids will naturally make your body, you know, this toxins, ama, to clean easily. So here I am showing you some drinks that you can do by yourself, and this is something very general, can be done by everyone. So this is like a liter of water with lemon. So it's like slice of lime or lemon, either you can use, with some ginger powder. So dry ginger is better to use in this kind of a season rather than the fresh ginger, because fresh ginger is very warming. It is better for autumn and winters. Now you can have dry ginger with some pepper, black pepper, and jaggery or cane sugar, and just a tinge of salt, Himalayan salt. So it balances the electrolytes and it's good for hydration. So this you can drink like 2 liters in a day. So drinking more and eating less is best as per the season. This is also a way of fasting. In case if you want to have something more, then you can have the buttermilk. Yes, so the buttermilk recipe I have already shared. Just to repeat, a glass of water with 2 spoons of yogurt, normal yogurt, with a little bit of Himalayan salt, asafoetida, and cumin powder you can use, or you can use the cumin seeds also. If you have some fresh coriander or mint, you can also add to these, and this you can drink especially during the day, not in the evening. So this kind of drinks can be very good if you are going for some general fasting or detoxifications. Yes, there is a saying, there is a simile in Ayurveda which says, if there is a cloth being stuck to a thorny bush, you should not take it out forcibly. It has to be done very gently, because if you just pull out the cloth from a thorny bush, it tears up and also the thorns can come with it. Similarly, when there is a lot of ama or toxins in the body, it has to be cleared off slowly and gradually. You should not be in a state of doing anything fast and quick. Okay, so that's what you need to understand and follow, because fasting or staying healthy is a way, it should be a way of enhancing your sattva, your prana, not losing the state of bliss, I would say. So to maintain this harmony, please try to understand the things according to the basics and then go for these kind of things. Yeah, for better understanding, you can approach to us, Ayurveda consultants. We are available. We have this art of living doctors in every country, so please get in touch with them and for every one of us. And to have a personalized check and understanding according to your Prakruti, your basic constitution Vikruti, you can get in touch with me through shankara.it, and then you can have your personalized check. So this is all for today. Yes, you can prefer Himalayan salt, you can prefer sea salt, it's very good for you. Okay, yeah. So this is all for today, and if you have anything else as a question, you can write to me in the comment box, or we see you next time. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye bye, namaste, ciao.